I've never failed on a blind date, and it led to the second one if I wished for it. It's based on the secret that I am about to tell you. Today's question comes from SW, and he asks, "It's my first time on a blind date. What should I talk about?" My first advice is to get as much information as possible on your date beforehand. If your friend set the two of you up, ask him what your date does for a living and what her hobbies are. Ask for her Instagram and check out anything you can. What kind of food she likes, what movies she likes. If you know what kind of food she prefers, why not start there and suggest a few restaurants of her taste to meet up? Also study her jobs and hobbies in advance. Not study, but you can watch some relevant videos on YouTube. For example, if she's a psychotherapist, you can watch a few videos on art therapy and casually drop into the conversation on the videos you watched. If she is interested in traveling, ask about the most memorable place that she's been to. My second tip is on the flow of your conversation. You have to understand that the mechanisms of dialogue for men versus women are completely different. Guys talk for informational communication, whilst girls talk for emotional communication. They can talk for 2 hours about a 2-hour movie. Men ask a question, get information from the answer, and that's the end. Women, on the other hand, tend to continuously talk on one subject. The conversation to avoid at your date will go something like this. You ask, "What do you do for a living?" and she says, "I am a psychotherapist." You ask, "What are your hobbies?" and then she goes, "I like traveling." You then turn to a different subject asking, "What's your favorite food?" She says, "I like pizzas and Italian food." She'll then think she wants to go home. It's not a job interview and you're not investigating her. Don't jump subjects. You have to make her talk about what she is interested in. A better blind date will go something like this. You ask, "What do you do for a living?" She says, "I am a psychotherapist." You would then go, "You're a psychotherapist? I recently saw a YouTube video on art therapy and found it quite fun. Do you know this channel? It's called XX. She goes, "No, I don't know it. What is it about?" You would then go, "It's about how the pictures you draw unconsciously shows your traumas. Why don't you tell me more about what you do? What kind of therapy do you conduct?" Something like that. I hope this helps and your blind date goes well. If there are any updates, please let me know, and if any of you have any questions, please send me an email in the link below.